I was on my way back to Calvert one day, and my friend ran up to me and told me that there were pirates at the point. They have real guns and they'll give you brandy, he said. Naturally, I sprinted over there, and the point was packed with guys from age 16 to 40 in pirate garb, screaming and drinking and shooting pistols into the air. The night gets hazy from there, but the next morning I woke up on the Calvert balcony and saw all the pirates running around the store like crazy, yelling and shooting at the other reenactors.
The journey to Daffodil Valley can be tricky. The first time we explored it, we took the hard route through the brush and down a steep hill. As it turns out, there's a path that leads directly to the beach. Daffodil Valley is actually not a valley at all. It is a wonderful stretch of shoreline that looks out on the St. Mary's River. If one is adventurous enough to explore historic at night while running the risk of being caught by public safety, you will find Daffodil Valley to be a nice secluded spot from the prying eye. Many a bonfire has occurred in the valley, and I hope that tradition continues. Though historic appears to be an abandoned ghost town full of reenactors posing as park officials, it is actually still alive today with many different projects. If one is willing to go down the rabbit hole of historic St. Mary's, he will be sure to come across the community that keeps this place running.
It isn't intuitively a cool place to go for most people. Most people either find this place from going distance running or something, or by being told about it. But the great majority of folks just never venture out here and explore. The only reason we found all the cool stuff out here is because we decided one night to just keep walking south until we can't possibly go anymore. And we ended up coming back again and again.
A lot of people we know end up working here and volunteering here, making an effort to improve different aspects of the story. This is what led us to develop such an intimate relationship with this place.
This inn is along the trails as you make your way through School of Chancellors. Its waterside view is really nice, especially at night. The house itself is quite beautiful and surrounded by gardens and outbuildings. Definitely somewhere I'd enjoy staying. Sometimes our friends joked that if there were ever a zombie apocalypse and we couldn't get to the Pax River base, we'd hold up in the inn.
The greenhouse is part of the now defunct Chancellor's Point project that was run by two SMCM alumni. The administration gave it the axe, saying that they did not wish for it to become just another hippie camp. Made entirely from recycled parts, it was a project that was just as ambitious as it was successful. I helped construct this greenhouse throughout the spring semester of 2010, and after it was completed, it was promptly filled with seeded flats that began to sprout rather quickly. Once the plants were healthy enough, they were then transferred to the campus community farm, an aligned project with this one that is close to the intersection of Rosecroft Road and Route 5. As you can see, the greenhouse also housed some quarters for Mike Benjamin, the man who built it. He planned it by himself.
Here you see the nature center.
How's the
There
restoration
isn't that
going?
much going on in Stepford, but it doesn't have a
Wow.
history.
Yeah,
It used to house a lot of
I remember when it was still missing a bunch of walls.
Music. But then the truck and river incident. Basically, when they were doing the shoreline fortification project, which was putting all those rock walls
Yeah.
short, some of the huge dump trucks we had at Chancellor's, someone or some people managed to get the truck started during the rain and drove it first to the front door, backed up, drove it into the south side of the building where the largest hole was, and then apparently drove it into the building. At that point, there was not so much of a bar separating the shoreline, so you could easily get into the water.
The Nature Center was originally being reconstructed by Taj and Mike.
There's a truck in the river over there.
For Chancellor's Point.
At least it used
That
to
was
be.
the project. These days, however, it is now in the hands of Jenny.
I'm sure they listed it for evidence, you know? They left all their good stuff here.
The view from Chancellor's Point is unforgettable, and the sunsets in St. Mary's continue to amaze for years. This beach was often full of students and alumni over the summer, and the water was pleasant enough for swimming. Unfortunately, that also means jellyfish populate the water as well. This part of Historic is constantly overlooked due to its remote location and the fact that the Nature Center has been out of use for years. Even though it is far from the school and the adjacent historic park, it is still part of the same program, and it should be reopened sometime soon. At least we hope.